What up, y'all, man, to another episode of the MIGO Experiment Quarantine Edition, man. Today, man, we got something special for you. My name is Henry Flo.
Willy V.
Yo, man, we got the very own quarantine battle. Folks right here, the judges, the winner, man. Yo, introduce yourself, man. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm DJ Xplosive, one of the judges of DJ Quarantine Battle, alongside my cousin, my bro, the real DJ Fatboi. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. How about that?
I go by the name of the real DJ Fatboi, like Explosive said. We were two of the judges when it came down to this DJ Quarantine battle. I'm gonna let the winner introduce himself right now.
What up, y'all? This is DJ Skeem, the winner of the quarantine DJ battle. The second one, as a matter of fact, the second quarantine DJ battle. So yeah, how y'all doing?
Welcome to the MIGO Experiment, man. So, all of us know each other personally, man, from different works of life, right? So, but we're gonna go right in, man. So, first off, who came up with the idea, man, to go ahead and make this quarantine battle happen?
Basically, it was amongst all of us. Everybody in the DMV, it was shooting towards something towards the idea, but not quite like tied together, if you will. I basically sat down with Fatboi and we were discussing what we'd like to do, how to bring in the community of the DJs together and how to keep them busy. We had different thoughts of DJ battles. We joked around a lot about it, but we came through together. We tied up the, oh, you can throw this idea, and if we do it on the live, and if we put rules here, and if we put a prize there, put it all together, and this is what we came up with, something beautiful. Along with the 16 DJs, we couldn't do it without them. We needed to have the participants. We needed to have somebody who wanted to do this as a friendly battle. There were a lot of DJs that were like, man, I don't want, because my reputation's on the line and this, and you needed to get over it, So when me and Fatboi started talking about it, we started discussing the different, different hiccups. We would have bumps on the road, if you would, of what if DJs would say this and this, and we put it together so that it can be a friendly battle, something so that everybody can learn from, something that everybody can work together with, and definitely it came to light.
Absolutely. Just to reinitiate what Explosive said, we wanted to basically give back to the community of DJs because, throughout this quarantine, there's been a lot of people that have lost their jobs, a lot of people that are barely making, they're, barely paying off what they got to do, because a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people got furloughed. And then when it came down to the, unemployment, people that have, regular jobs that, that do their taxes got unemployment. But when it comes to, DJing, sometimes if you don't have your DJ name and you don't have a business tied to it, you really can't do nothing throughout this quarantine. So we're just, hey, you know what? Let's just team up together and let's do something to give back to the DMV DJs.
Cool, man. Cool. So, Ski, man, how did it feel to actually go through all those rounds, man, of actually competing against all these different DJs, man?
I mean, okay, so from the beginning, I set up four playlists, 4 sets, right? Mm-hmm. And when it came out to being random, I wasn't too worried about some of them. Not trying to sound like they suck or anything, but I'm just saying there's some DJs that I worry about more. I did my research on a few DJs. I looked them up. I was like, okay, this person. When it came down to the randomness, it's like, okay, I was like, okay, I feel comfortable for the first, maybe second round, but once it starts narrowing it down to the last 4 or the the last 8, the what's it called, the
Elite 8.
Elite 8. I was just like, man, okay, let's see. So that's why I was like, I wasn't worried, but once we started doing the sets and started seeing everybody else sets, I felt a little comfortable. But yeah, once we started getting to the Elite 8, and I was like, okay, who am I gonna go against? But it's always random, so it could have been somebody easy, could have been somebody hard, and I think I went against Patty before the Elite 8, and that's what kind of, I was not even thinking I was gonna advance, but it did turn out I did, and then I was ready, but I wasn't I didn't think I was gonna make it that far, not that I didn't have, I didn't believe in myself. It's just that, just I don't know, I guess just seeing the way as a DJ, I'm like, oh crap, I don't think I made it, but I made it, and then we progressed, and thankfully I didn't go against like Zoom. Let's just say like early on, because if I went against Zoom early on, I would have been eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody good would have been eliminated. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say if somebody that was like I'm not trying to put this out there, but let's say LJ and Lil T, if they went against each other, it's like, okay, they progress. But if they would have gone against like somebody that's way more skilled and experienced, then I feel like the competition would have been even more like intense. But well, it is what it is. It's random, and that's a good thing because nobody can say it's rigged, because it's random. So yeah, that was fun. It was experience.
So speaking on that term, explosive, there's a lot of people that came at you talking about like, this contract was rigged, like, saying why you guys made it into a tie. Like, this is like, explain to the people what you saw and what Fatboi saw.
Well, I wouldn't say. So the thing is that when we developed the system, if you will, of how we were going to handle the DJs and one winning and advancing, we made it so that there wouldn't be a tie ever. We didn't want ties. We didn't want do-overs. We decided to randomize it in front of everybody so that everybody can see there's no way that it could be rigged if we're putting DJs up against DJs, and we had a grading chart. We made a grading chart and look for specific. As Skeem can tell you, he's a turntablist. If you see different battles have different rules. Different battles, the judges look for different things, and we said it clear what we were looking for. We didn't want to make it too complicated, but we did want to challenge the DJ. When it came time to showcase, come out clean, come out with some bangers. Come out with some creativity, wow us. So. I really don't see how it would have been a tie or how anybody would be mad or saying that it was rigged, because that was one thing that we catered to make sure that it wasn't rigged. Make sure that everything was like I like it, leave it. Like Skeem was saying that it was randomized. He didn't know who he was up against. I felt like that kept it a little bit more exciting, and at the same time it balanced it out. It was no like, oh, you put DJ A up against DJ B because you thought you favored nothing. The wheel took care of everything. And as for the people who missed the battle, we had a wheel that it was a spinning wheel with every DJ's name on it that was selected, to battle. That was the DJ that was going. So no one really knew their opponent until it was time, which I felt like it kept everybody on their toes. I mean, obviously, I'm laughing when Skeem is telling me this because I'm like, wow, like it worked.
Yeah. Okay.
So going on that, we're DJs, so like you just said it yourself, like the cleanliness of the mix, my POV, my point of view, like on what I saw, like in the battle, especially like that was going on at the moment, like Machado, even though he had a good intro to his set and everything like that, like he went off a couple of times, meaning like his thing clicked so hard that you couldn't audioly, like sonically, you couldn't hear him. So you couldn't really hear the tricks that he was doing, right, even though he was cutting it, like he was doing his thing, but like sonically and the cleanliness, it was like, I'm saying it's going to the finals. So like that, me seeing from the outside in is just like, damn, that went like, because you personally, you criticized him. You gave him constructive criticism and actually judged him on what he just did. And when it came down to like the moment of truth to like ask, to make that decision, either you because if you and Fatboi agreed to like the same DJ, se mueve, no polls, no nothing, they go, you know what I mean? And like
correct,
that power, it hit everybody by surprise, because even me when you were like Machado, so it's just like, damn,
right?
Like and I'm saying it because it's you, because like it's like
I'm picky with everything you say. I mean, I just felt like when you go into when it's your time to perform and you give it your all, right? And it's one end, like you do something so magnificent on one side that people don't even see. They're not even holding you accountable for your sloppiness because you rode the car all the way through, you know. And what I liked about Machado, you know, I'm giving you an analogy, and what I'm telling you about Machado is that, like, yeah, I heard the clipping, you know, after we had given him the okay that his sound was okay. I mean, we let everybody in the audience, you know, give an okay. Is his sound good to go? And everybody said, yeah. Everybody dropped the emojis. He was good to go.
Sorry to cut you off, Explosive, but we actually thought about restarting him because he was clipping. But then we said no because we didn't want to stop his momentum.
Correct. You out of everybody know Henry Flow is, you know, when the director hits you up and what are you playing or why are you doing this? It throws your mojo off, if you will. You know, like. He came in crisp, you know. I like the way that he came in, very creative with the whole using Siri, you know. Siri, let me hear DJ Skeem. Why don't you pick something more relevant? It was amazing. I liked it, you know. Versus the other DJs who came up, he started off with flat genres, if you will. Like, it wasn't energetic. It was more of a party mood, and that was one thing that I was bashing in every DJ round after round after round. I was looking at that more than the quality of the sound, because you guys have to understand that Instagram, this is Instagram. We're working with Instagram. Instagram is not working with the DJs, you know. So we have to figure out a way how to maintain all the sound, all the quality, you know, equal. 16 DJs. How do we make sure that all of them are going to be on? And we tried different experiments, and you know, we're a little bit lenient to a lot of DJs that were on, you know, that couldn't get their sound up on time. So I didn't really want to bash on one DJ when we didn't bash on the rest of them that didn't do that, just because of the quality. Now, when I'm talking about creativity, and I could not express it after every round we were talking, like, I want to see somebody come in here and wow me. I want somebody to come in here and destroy his opponent. Well, Machado had the material for it, you know. The creativity was there. Now maybe it was a bit sloppy, but like, dude, he was doing things. Like me and Fatboi had talked in the battle, like, hey, look, I'm tired of hearing, you know, the diss is somebody gets the DJ's drop and just plays it, and every DJ was doing it. So I'm like, I don't want to see that again. But Machado came out with it again, but did it totally different than the last two battles that we were seeing people with. Or, yeah, you know what? We're thinking about Zoom. You know, we're gonna go with the opponent and talking about, you know, once we sat down and actually started evaluating the DJs, you know, and their performances. I'm like, wait, like, I really like the way Machado did everything, and I like the way he's been improving. You know, so I get where you're coming from there. I was a little bit lenient towards the quality of the sound, but you know, I felt like his point got across regardless.
Okay, I'll take it, you know, but it's just like, I just went with the quality, just sonically, because, you know, you being who you are and how you get stuff done too, and all of us who work ever in anything professional level, you know that the quality of the sound has everything to do with what goes on in the ears, you know what I mean? Especially
Correct.
So, you know, all right, that's cool.
But we had DJs that had their Wi-Fi going out, and we gave them another shot.
Yeah,
you know, we had DJs that played their song too long, so Instagram cut them off, and we still let him back on. We didn't take points away from that. You know, like it wouldn't have been right for us to be like, oh, Machado, you were clipping. You know, you're disqualified because you were clipping, but your creativity was overwhelming your opponent. The opponent took about 2 to 3 minutes to sit there and get fired up when the mix was only 5 minutes long.
Absolutely.
You know, not taking away from them.
Going back to what Explosive said, this is the first time that something like this has ever been done. You know, obviously it's the first time that it's been done here in the DMV. I don't know if it's been done anywhere else, but we didn't want to be too harsh to the DJs because we wanted it to be, first of all, a fun experience. There were a lot of young DJs that knew deep down inside that they probably weren't even going to get to the next round, but just the fact that, hey, you know what, this is my first DJ battle. I've only heard of DJ battles, and for me to be like, okay, for me to be able to participate in this DJ battle with some big names from the DMV and out of the DMV as well too, it was a moment for them to sit here and say, hey, you know what? I got what it takes. You know, I was able to be in this DJ battle with other big people that I've looked up to, you know, growing up, you know, being a DJ, because believe it or not, I mean, we're not young no more. We're not these little kids, you know. We're basically, you know, you know, that we're basically becoming the OGs of this, you know. And it's just like, you know, that's why Explosive and I sat down and said, hey, what can we do to give back to our fellow DJs? You know, and like there was a lot of people that said, when are you guys gonna battle that? Well, to be honest, it's not about us no more. You know, it's what can we do back to give back to the DMV, to make these younger DJs better, to put them in a better position. Because yes, Skeem won the $1,000, but best believe that, like you guys said, you were tuned in. You know, our APD from the radio station was tuned in. Promoters were tuned in, and there was a lot of talent that wasn't known that was shown.
That's a fact, because that is a fact. You know, it's actually a very good idea that you had going on, and I believe exactly what you guys just said. I agree with that 100%. You know, it's not our time anymore. You know, I think that light needs to go on somewhere else. And for you to give the opportunity for as many people here in the DMV, you know, it's a great idea. Because I mean, I was nominated for it. Nah, man, it's just I'd rather nominate other people. You know, because it is what it is. And there's a lot of young talent too that was coming out that have never seen a battle, but they stepped up. We noticed that as the viewer, we noticed all that. There's young people coming in that never done it before, but went for it. Shit, you know, like okay, you know what I mean? They came with a little battle set and everything like that. With Skeem, man. So what's up with you, man? So like, you know, other things that people don't know about you, bro. You know, you're not just a battle DJ. You know, that's the second quarantine battle, yo. But you know. What's up with the music, bro? Like, what's your favorite genre of music production, bro, that you create, man?
I mean, like, I've always been an EDM head, right? So I've been producing lately a lot, especially during this quarantine. I mean, I do a lot of Moomba, but I also like weird stuff like trap. There's this one joint I remixed, what's it called? This Fulanito merengue joint into trap, and a lot of DJs, like big DJs that I know, have been playing that. So it's like, you know, out in Cali, just like weird stuff, you know, but like, yeah, you know, like more EDM oriented music. Actually, my latest song just came out, Flow Animal. It's actually on all types of platforms right now. You go on IG and you look in the music, type in DJ Skeem, and it'll pop up, Flow Animal. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess I've been focusing because I know, just like Fatboi said, you know, we're getting older, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't expect to be a DJ spinning at venues and little clubs in the DMV for the rest of my life. So I also learned how to produce, and been learning even the piano during this quarantine, and learning chords and all that, even though I kind of knew, but really learn it and practice it. And, you know, eventually that's what I would like to do, you know, maybe not give up DJing fully, but move into production, and then be able to produce even music for commercials or for DJs or this and that. And there's a lot of money to be made in that. A lot of money. People don't even know. People are like, oh, I'll make beats, and then Drake can hop on my beat. No. It's not even that, bro. It's like, there's so much things you can do with music production. People don't know it yet, because everybody wants to be the best DJ. Everybody wants to be the DJ spinning out all the clubs. But, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they can think it that way, but, you know, when you're getting older, what are you going to do? Be a fat-ass DJ? Pardon my, I don't know if you can cuss on here, but you know what I'm saying? What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
man,
You
this
know?
fucking
You can
MIGO
say whatever you
Experiment, bro.
want.
We ain't got no FCC
They gonna
on us,
beep it
bro.
out.
Yeah, I'm about to
man.
say, bro. MIGO Experience. Oh, you haven't known?
You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be like old and shit, you know, DJing at the same fucking clubs, you know, competing with these little guys. Like, nah. That's why you gotta have something to fall back on. I love music, so that's like my go-to, the production, because nobody can ever take that away from me. I can be in my room producing all day and night and coming out with bangers, and not even worry about the club scene. Have somebody else take over, but my music's trending and making money and playing, and all the DJs are playing my music, you know. So that's what I've been thinking. Like, you know, that's probably the next transition. If I don't continue DJing for, you know, clubs and stuff, that's probably the transition where I'm going to.
Man, yeah, man. I'll be looking forward to hearing your 1 hour set, man. Some big ass festival, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
you
dope,
could
man.
be
That's all it
you could
is,
be
though. You
old.
know that, right? It's just 1
That's
hour
all it is.
set, dog, of all your beats, man, and all your shit put together in one big ass mix, dog, for 1 hour. You
That's
get
it. I
paid.
mean,
Get your
look
10
at
racks for that, my nigga. What you
what's
doing
this
here,
guy?
fool?
What's this guy? Tiesto? He's been out forever. Everybody knows Tiesto. And he's still DJing, and he's like almost 50, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe even older. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
an old head.
But
You know what I'm saying? But like, look at him, you know what I'm
Tiesto
saying?
has
He's
put on, but
out
Tiesto
there.
has put on, he's put on so many DJs though, like that are out there touring too. So
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
So like, I could be touring instead of worrying about, oh, I'm gonna go DJ this little lounge on a Friday night with 2 other little guys that just learned how to DJ last week, or how much money. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
Well,
man.
I feel like when you're growing in this business, we've all witnessed different DJs, you know, they desarrollarse, if you will, you know, like develop themselves
Yeah.
in this game and have evolved themselves to different levels and different activities and different types of DJs that they have become. But you know, your character says a lot as you grow in this, you know, and like, do you feel like you're gonna carry the torch forever? No, you can still run with these DJs that are growing and are looking up to you and eventually start working with you and sometimes surpass you. It's okay. You know, like, you have to sit here. There's enough to eat for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So as you are evolving, you can, yo, you could be the old head of the club. You could be wherever you want to be, but you can also help out. You can develop other DJs, because you never know. They can figure something out that you didn't know and can put you right back on. And it will give you another 15 years, you know, to do something, not necessarily in the club scene, maybe with, you know, like Skeem over here makes beats. He designs, you know, he has different types of talents that has to do with one industry. You know, we're like a tree, and the tree has different branches. We can have money in different types of ways, you know. But if you are just closed-minded and you're just like, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm getting older, I'm the best, I'm getting older, I'm the best, like, you're not gonna last very long, you know. So you have
Yeah,
to,
and just like
you
if
always have to be mindful. You know, go ahead, Pat.
no, go ahead.
You have to be mindful for the DJs that are coming up and they want this opportunity. Some DJs, they don't know how to express it to you. They don't know how the door is right in front of them and all they have to do is knock. But you as a veteran, you as the elder, it's your responsibility to sit here and pass the torch. And if you don't want to pass the torch, cool. You could be that guy and be like, let me teach you how to grab the torch. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Going based on what you said. Remember, like, being a DJ is a business. You are your business. And a lot of DJs just feel like when they get hired, that's all there is to being a DJ. Oh, I got hired at this club and that's it. Like, I'm good. But a lot of DJs fail to learn the business side of being a DJ. There's so much more than just, oh, I'm going to go to the club and I'm going to go pay X amount of money this night. Like, there's DJs that run their own parties that basically they're the ones who pay out other DJs to put DJs on. And there's a lot of DJs that are scared to do that, because at the end of the day, once you do that, it's just like you kind of put yourself on a different platform. And then a lot of DJs look, okay, you know what? That's my competition now. But once people see it like that, then you're already creating a barrier for yourself to stay, oh, I can't mess with that DJ because he's trying to do better than me. Versus, hey, you know what? You're thinking of how to become a bigger business person within this industry. That's what a lot of people don't teach. That's what a lot of people, a lot of promoters, a lot of business owners don't tell you. Hey, by the way, instead of coming to make $400, $500, $600 a night, you can run your own night and you can make $2,000 to $3,000 a night.
Which brings it back to like why, you know, this whole battle thing happened. Like, a lot of the DJs in this battle, in the last battle, this was their first time in this battle. Do you know what it felt like for me when I got into a battle the first time and I'm shitting bricks and like all the DJs around me, they got their crates out, they ready to rock, and I'm like, damn, like, here it goes. This was a way better platform that we can give DJs where, like, yo, you from home. One thing I always told my fellow colleagues, hey, it's not the same practicing in your closet than coming out to the club to do it. Well, guess what? This opportunity was given for you to do it in your the in your home or wherever
in your
you feel
comfort
comfortable
zone.
Right. So I felt like it was a great learning experience. Every DJ won something here. They won a fan. If they didn't win a fan, they won a friend. In this battle, I was admiring every single DJ that was sharing ideas within each other during the battle. This was competition, but every talking, people were giving each other, props. People were giving each other.
Yo, you got the Metro PCS Wi-Fi?
It ain't going on you right now, Doc, because they say you piggybacking off of X on the Woodbridge Wi-Fi right now, bro. So, I mean,
I have Wi-Fi.
like we said, bro.
I got 4 bars. I don't know.
Hey. So Explosive and Fatboi, I know you guys said that it's not about y'all, it's about giving back to the community. But will we ever see Fatboi and Explosive battle?
Probably.
I mean, to be honest, if the people want it, you know what I'm saying, why not give it to them? Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, if people don't know, Explosive and I are cousins, and we've been, you know what I'm saying, we've been in this business for a long time, and it's just like we always battle it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, Explosive pushes me to be a better DJ. I push Explosive to be a better DJ, and we both push each other to be better people, you know what I'm saying? Before anything, so it's just like, if the people want it, then we will give it to them, but who knows?
And Skeem, who do you think would win it?
Oh, I would, absolutely. And if he asks Explosive, he's gonna say that he would.
I mean, it would only be right. I would disappoint Fatboi if I were to say, nah, I'm a little bit scared. Like, Fatboi knows I put my belt in one hand, La Chancleta in the other, and ready to battle. Let's do this.
Those who don't know, these fools always bullied each other from the day they was born.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, for those who don't know,
You see, but like, to be honest, like, there were DJs that were like in the comment section that were really, really ruthless. When it comes to this DJ industry, that's the way we show love, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for a DJ to sit here and say, damn, like you could have done this better. He's really telling you, yo, like, I feel like me knowing you and knowing how good you are at certain things, I felt like, hey, you could have done this better. Like, when it came to Skeem, the first time that he went on, it was a good set. But me knowing Skeem and knowing his creativity, being around him, it's just like the set that he did was good, but you could do better. And then what did Skeem do the next round? He came out and killed it. And I was just like, that's the Skeem that I wanted to hear. We wanted to put these DJs in a spot where they get out of the comfort zone to try something new that they haven't done. And a lot of DJs did that.
I mean, it wasn't just us. It was people in the comment section also pushing
Absolutely.
Skeem. People from New York pushing Skeem. I'm like, Jesus, we're not the only ones that felt great about it,
Mm-hmm.
And what does that say about Skeem? That, like, a lot of people know how good he is already, but they know that Skeem could do better. So I know when, Skeem was reading all that and hearing all that, it's just like, damn, like, that says a lot about me and about the progression that people have seen me do throughout the years.
They know him. They know his skills.
Hey, Skeem, so you being in this particular competition, man, who did you really feel was the real threat in the entire competition?
Off break, once I saw the lineup, Zoom Patty Clover. That's it.
Zoom Patty.
Skeem.
That's it.
Going to you, Skeem.
Like, yo.
So if the final would have been you and Zoom, do you believe you can beat Zoom?
Well, I didn't see Zoom's final set, and like, okay, so when the final, I think it was the Elite 8, I think, because we still didn't know what the Final 4 were, and we were all talking in this chat, and we were just like, Zoom. I remember Zoom said like, "Yo, like, I'm not ready. If I do progress, I'm not ready. Like, I need time to build a set." In my mind, I was like, I kind of feel comfortable because since the beginning, I had 4 sets ready, and I practiced 4 sets. Ask anybody. I practiced hours, and I would mix songs and be like, no, this doesn't work. Let me grab this chunk of songs and put them in this mix, and grab these and put them in this one, because it's not just one song. I would have to grab like 3 or 4 songs, because they all go together. It's not just one song I can take out and put it. No, it didn't work like that. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, if I do progress, I got my sets ready and practiced. Like maybe, you know, in the moment, the nerves get to you and you kind of mess up a little bit, but I knew like my routine. So I felt confident when I heard that. But yes, at the very end of Zoom, I had another set, not the one that I did as my final set. I had another set ready. That was a little bit more crazy scratching stuff, because when me and Alex went first off, I had to pull out that set. I wasn't going to use that set because I was going to take it easy and then slowly bring out better sets as it progressed.
Nah, but he came out the gate talking shit.
He came out the gate hard. So then I was like, okay, if you're going to do this set, then out of all the 4 sets that I was going to play, I literally grabbed that one set. And I was like, okay, well, if you're going to do the juggling, let me bring out this set. And I did it. Because I was going to do another set that was not that impressive. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to take it easy. And then once it starts, I'll pull out the big guns. But I had to pull that one out. So.
Going to what Skeem said, a lot of DJs don't understand that, yeah, they could have had 4 sets already made. But like Skeem said, he had to go with a set that he knew was going to put him into the next round. And it might have not been in that order that he thought, but once that DJ went, he was just like, okay, this set is not going to be good because I have to match what that DJ did and do better. And I feel like when it went to the last round, when it came out, going back to DJ Zoom and DJ Machado, every round that Zoom came in, he came in strong with his intros. And I feel like that round against Machado, he kind of took it easy. And he just thought, oh, because I'm Zoom, I can come up in here and take it easy and just get the W. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to get past that round in order to make it to the next one.
But you voted for Zoom though.
No, I did. And the reason that I voted for, and just to lay this out flat, Xplosive and I did not talk about who we were going to vote until we were live on Instagram. That is one thing that we told you, hey, like, let's not, oh, you know, we're gonna talk about it and do all this.
Sorry to correct you. Sorry to correct you, but we kind of hinted to each other that both of us were gonna go with Zoom. And it just so happened when we got in front of the camera, us talking live and giving the points of each DJ, I'm like, nah, man, I gotta go with Machado.
When he was started hinting towards Machado, you can actually see on the video that I wrote, are you going with Machado? And I put question mark, because I'm like, you kind of hinted you were going with Zoom, but now you're going with Machado. So I'm just like, what's going on? So that just goes to show you that, yeah, we talked about what we like from each DJ and we kind of hinted, but last minute he decided to go with a whole nother DJ. And that's how these DJ battles work, that once you actually sit down and break down the mix, I knew that the sound was a big factor in it. But besides the sound, we knew what Machado wanted to do, and Machado progressed every single round. That was one of the things that Xplosive really, really hinted, and he actually pointed out that he progressed, that he would do certain tricks the first round, second round, and then came out and learned new things. And then when it came down to Zoom, it was just like he did everything, but every round it was dope, but it wasn't, he really didn't do nothing to be like, oh, wow, you can also do this? You can do this too? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we kind of didn't want to be like, hey, let's both go for this one DJ. So that people, oh, you guys went for a DMV DJ. Oh, you guys went for my out-of-state DJ. We put it into the hands of the viewers, to be honest.
So I said you put it to the hands of the viewers, yeah, because it was out of your hands. So what message do you have for the viewers that were trashing, especially you, Xplosive, and they could have voted for him, because you know it comes to show you that Machado's followers, they're very faithful to him. They voted.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We saw, you know what, we saw throughout the entire battle from beginning to end, Zoom's following. We were all like, yo, Zoom has soldiers. He has soldiers. He had soldiers in the comment section the entire time. You know, what I noticed after seeing the battle is after seeing the finals, they weren't there.
Yeah.
You know? And definitely people knew that there was a possibility that you will need your following to give you that extra push to get you to the next round. And it was demonstrated. Yeah, there was a chance, and we saw it throughout every round. You know, and one thing that I wasn't a fan of, and this is something that I picked out on Skeem, you know, like if you, let's say this is a track meet, like this is a race, and you can beat me by a mile because you're that much faster. And instead of you running as fast as you can, you're running backwards to top me, or you waiting to see how, you know, how much you're gonna beat me. I felt like that's the way Zoom was towards that round. He could have went harder and harder, but instead he just came out like, I still can't get over Christian Nodal in the battle.
And that's the way that he came in with the intro, like expressive of that, but look at that, and we're like, just like, what's going on? Like, is he gonna do something? I thought something
was gonna come out. I thought Christian Nodal was gonna come in and say F the rest of the DJs or something, you know, like I was waiting.
I even told Explosive, like I told him straight up, like I covered up my face with the papers and I said, yo, why is he fixing something that's not broken?
Facts. Yes.
Gotcha. I mean, hey man, that battle was tough, man, yo. But you know the other thing about it too. So what? The next contest, are you guys gonna do another battle as well, or with a prize at the end? Because this one was with a prize. The one before that had a prize too. So it's just like, this one, what's the next battle gonna look like?
Well, we're not sure due to it. This was all within quarantine situations. You know, the DJs are going back to work. So we might have to evolve this event into something much bigger. I mean, we've opened a lot of doors throughout each battle, and the doors are opening up even more now. You know, so we're in the works of it to see what direction we'd like to steer this. I mean, hopefully we don't continue in this pandemic. But
I mean, we would have to change the name. It wouldn't be a DJ quarantine battle, no boy.
It'd be like DJ's not quarantined anymore battle.
Face mask battle.
Second wave battle. That's what we call that.
No, but I mean, honestly speaking,
the original idea to this was that we were gonna have this battle at a studio. You know, we wanted to make it virtual, but we wanted all the DJs there at once. You know, that way everybody shares the same quality. What I was getting tired of in the DMV was seeing a DJ battle, and you know, it would be at a bar, you know, and all of a sudden, porque tiró uno de los temerarios, my man won, or advanced to the next round. And I didn't want to see that no more. You know, I'm like, if we can get past just the bar audience and give it a better audience, a bigger stage, which was virtual. This is exactly what we moved into.
Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of brought it back in a sense that the battle, real essence of battling, it's not who can go in there and play the best club set. You know what I mean? The best bar set is not about.
You know what, Henry Flo? You hit it right on the money. That's not what we were looking for, a club set. Because to be honest, anybody nowadays can throw a club set on Serato, but we wanted a DJ to come out of the DJs. We wanted to see how creative you can get within 7 minutes. And to be honest, like Skeem said, it's not easy just picking, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3 songs, and then I'm good. 7 minutes? Skeem, how many songs did you play within 7 minutes? I could say over 15 songs.
Yeah, like 20 songs.
About 20 songs in a 7 minute period. Like, exactly.
That's a lot.
It's
I mean, us coming from like, you know, background.
And I'm gonna
half goes like this, you know, and 7 minutes was breaking up like pieces of a song.
And I'm gonna make it a little bit more harder. I'm gonna look. Get this. This battle was okay. Nothing was specified what kind of DJ you had to be. But imagine this battle was like the core audience was majority Latino. So you had different genres to play with. You had different languages, different people to cater to, you know? I mean, this battle was like a balance between, are you going to cater to the crowd? You got to cater to the judges. You got to cater to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, back your shit up and then show the judges what they want. And then sprinkle a little bit of something so that the audience can be laughing like Skeem. Fucking Carol Baskin. That shit had me geeking, you know?
Out the gate. Out the gate.
Yeah, so, like you know, it was...
I mean, because like you have some elite names, you know what I mean? When I mean elite names are here in the DMV, and the DMV elite people, you know, and let's keep it 100. Like, you know how I am. No pedo en la lengua. What I texted on the thing too, I say it too. Like, Elite 8 is to go to the Final Four, right? or hold on, or am I mistaken? Did what's his name? Bello Knight. Did he get to Elite 8 or did he get to the Final Four with Elite 8? Right.
He got to the Elite 8 and then he got taken out.
Like he had a great set, but it was a great club set. Like I can hear it in the club and people cranking and the party popping. But for like Elite 8, you know, battle, like it's just like no, like it's just not who can play the best set. And pretty much these guys filtered themselves out. Like Patty Clover came with it. Let's keep it 100. She came with it.
I feel like we were,
you know, Alex, you know, surprise out of left field. LJ, you know what I mean? Like he's young. He like this was an experience for the kid, but he got far. You know what I mean? Like he came in third, you know, like in the whole thing. But it's like, but you know, like little like names like that, and there's so many others available out there that exist. Like let's keep another name, you know, which keep it 100. Heavy D. He's another one too that didn't participate in this battle, but he's a potential person that can rock some stuff up. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'm just like, you know, are you guys going to continue another battle? And Explosive said it right now, like it's in the works. Obviously, you're not going to call it, you know, the quarantine battle, but it's like that. What you guys are doing, you know, are you guys going to continue collaborating with folks that you was collaborating with?
We want to kind of step forward and
give other people
with a lot more people. You know? We want to grow as a
You cutting out, bro. You cutting out.
That Metro PCS Wi-Fi, bro.
I'll let him go. Woo.
The community, you know what I'm saying, and get more people involved. I mean, there were lots of people that wanted opportunities, and we just got to figure out. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is what happened. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, mute him.
Let
me elaborate. We basically want to, you know, give other people the opportunity to be a part of this. You know, we just don't want to do it with the same group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like the first DJ battle, there were, you know, a certain number of DJs and other DJs got involved, and it's just like I can see that the first DJ battle, a couple of DJs were scared because they're like, yo, like what's gonna go down? This has never been done. But once they saw how legit everything was, you know, that it wasn't like a game that we weren't gonna sit here, you know, and kind of like screw them over or whatnot. Then, you know, people saw the seriousness, and it's just like now it's just like, you know, it was you know, like a lot of people hit us up and they were just like, yo, like that DJ battle was like really, really legit. And it's just like there was a lot of work done behind closed doors, you know, with Explosive and now, like we would stay up to like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, hey, like what are we gonna do after this? You know, when it came down to the actual structure, you know, like you guys know, you guys are in radio, you know, like Henry Flo, like you just don't go into the day that you have your show and just be like, hey, what are we gonna do today? You know, it's like there was a lot to be done, but it's just like I'm pretty sure, you know, like Explosive said, we are going to do something moving on forward, but it's not going to be the DJ quarantine battle because you know, obviously we're going into phase 3 of this whole quarantine with this whole coronavirus, and it's I just feel like it was a better DJ battle, like Explosive said, than actually being done at a club / bar, you know, where just like you said, they play one like Tigres del Norte, and then everybody be like, oh yeah, like he won. Like this was nothing to do, because what Skeem did at the DJ battle, I doubt that he'll do at the club, you know, with those, you know, tricks. Like he might do it live, just, you know, be like, hey, like this is what I can do, but the DJ battle was for you to showcase your skills.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, what up, woman?
So I would like to thank y'all for joining us at on the MIGO Experiment. Just let the people know where they can follow you guys.
I'm going to go ahead and start. So my Wi-Fi I'm gonna cut off on you. Follow me at DJ Xplosive Boom. That's at DJ Xplosive Boom. That's Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, whatever cloud. DJ Xplosive Boom.
Cool. Who's next?
We'll let the winner go next.
All right, so y'all can follow me at DJ Skeem, DJ Skeem, pretty much everywhere. The only thing is my SoundCloud got deleted a while back for copyright infringement, so fuck you, SoundCloud. But it's soundcloud.com/IamSkeem. And like I said, same on all platforms, eHarmony, Crystal Mingle, and all that shit, man. We good.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, DJ Skeem.
OnlyFans.
Hey, you know how many fan pages?
No, yeah, I have a fan page. I can't find it, but it's somewhere.
Yo, we have like
one.
3. Each DJ has like 3 fan pages from the battle, from the quarantine
Came out of nowhere.
I couldn't.
Hey, man. And who have last here, man?
The real DJ Fatboi. Just Google me. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. The real DJ Fatboi.
As well, man, you can follow me at Henry Flow, man. Follow _DCF.
You can follow me at Eldon Willy.
Yo, go ahead, man. Subscribe, man. Comment below. You got questions for these fellas for Explosive, Fatboi, man, Skeem, man. You just want to go ahead and do what you want to do. Go ahead. The comments is open, and you know what is it? First Amendment. So you can say whatever the fuck you want to say on that thing right there, man.
Hey, I just want to say something real quick before we leave. Thank you guys for having us here. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was something that Explosive and I, just thought about doing, and then we actually put it into work, and then it actually became something. And thank you guys for having us here. It really means a lot.
Cool, man. Thanks for making time for us, man, as well during all these times. I know you guys are about to go back to phase 2, phase 3 going on right now tonight. I know it's popping.
Yeah, we about to go to work.
Skeem, man, thanks for making time for us as well, man. Yo, you follow right there. What's the in the back? HOF Enterprise. You want to tag and title work, yo? They got you. 301-937-8247. So check it out, man. Subscribe, MIGO Experiment. We out, MIGO Radio. Let's go. All right,
thanks,
fellas,
guys.
man. Thank y'all, man, for taking